She is 02, everybody's favorite girl, Izu. Hey, what's going on, humans? Hopefully you're having a good day. I know I am. And right now we'll be looking at the S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider 02 Izu version. Let's get into this one. So, different that we get 01's final form, which is Kamen Rider 02. However, it is different because it's actually not Aruto in this suit. It's actually Izu. Because I can't remember the movie that took place at the end of the show, Izu and actually takes on the belt of 02 and she becomes 02 herself, fighting next to Aruto as 01. So that was a nice touch. And also she holds on to the power because she did come back for the revise, like the Aguilera and Jane special with the pretty much all the female writers that showed up for that little special not too long ago. So yeah, and it's nice that she finally has a writer form, even though it's kind of like a hand-me-down. It still works, but I'm okay with it. But as far as the 02 suit design goes, I like it because it was the first of the Reiwa era where it's just pretty much the base form, but just upgraded just a tad bit. You know, it's not like kind of like in the later Heisei era where they had to wear the gimmick on their suit a lot of the times, or the suit was just kind of bulky or whatnot. Not that there was a problem. But, you know, it's kind of nice to go back to something a little bit more, have like a nice sleeker design as far as like a 02 design compared to Rising Hopper. But the suit looks great. I like it. But let's go into her articulation. So, the head can look up. And then the neck is on a separate joint, where you can get a nice expression and movements out of her. You can look side to side. And the arms can come all the way up, except for this one because the shoulder pad is going to hit the little 2 right here on the shoulder. So you can actually pull it. Actually, you can get it out of the way. Just make sure it doesn't hit this tip right here. So you actually can get it up all the way if you just move the shoulder pad just a little bit. So there you have that. Then she has a little bit of ab crunch going forward. It's going to be limited due to the torso plate on the front, excuse me. And then she can lean all the way back. You can get a nice twist out of her. Waist articulation is always good. And for the arm, she does have bicep swivel, which is a nice bend at the elbows. And then, you know, you have your standard wrist articulation. And then she does have a little bit of a butterfly joint. And for the legs, they do have a nice little drop down peg. So you can get the clearance from the legs if you need. And then, you know, you do have the bicep swivel. And then here you have a nice double bend at the knees. And then for the toe, well, the foot, you know, can move it down, side to side, get the angles that you want out of her. And then you have the nice little toe pivot. But other than that, she looks really amazing. And I do love the suit design, so it looks great. Let's see. We can just do like a simple basic pose. Like a nice little landing pose would do well. But yeah, this is a nice figure. I love her very much. She's been really fun. Took some photos of her and she just posed up really nicely. And it's good because it's Izu and I get to do some nice Izu expressions out of her, which you can do, which we will demonstrate later on. Oh, let me just show off the belt. So this is the 02 driver. And then you actually can take out the Progrise key. Now, I don't know if SHF Upgrade came up with some stickers for that. I'm not sure. But with this figure out, there should be a arm coming on the way. But yeah, she looks so freaking great. Now, you actually can use this as a 01, like regular Aruto 02. You can still use this as that figure. And And this might be stupid to say, but I don't know if they made a 02 like regular version, because this is the Izu version, which I haven't seen a regular 02 version, which I'm not sure, but I don't know if they are making one. But for the time being, you can use this as a regular 01. It's just, mind you, it's going to be shorter compared to other riders. But let me get on to her accessories. She doesn't come with much, and quite frankly, I don't think 02 has a weapon that's like exclusive to this form. I'm not really sure. So for her, so she has closed fist hands on her. And then she has these hands that are expressive. No, come on, focus, focus. They're kind of flaring out a little bit. And then you have these little relaxed hands. And then she also has these hands, which are more for like her signature, you know, kind of hands resting at her waist, which you can actually recreate with that. I'm actually going to do that with this. So we're going to take that off. Take that off. And then, and the one thing I love about posing is, you know, putting the expressions of the character into, like, putting the expressions of the character into the figure. And have it make sense. Like, it looks natural. It's something that she would do. So, let me plug this in. Straighten up her feet. They're supposed to be a little bit close together. Have her lean back a little bit. And then we just... And, you know, you can get some close out in there. And there you can get something similar to that going on. For Izu, just make sure everything just poses up nicely. So yeah, that's what you pretty much can get Izu. Because this is how she naturally just looks. It's how she naturally like walks around, and I like it. But like I said, you can get that nice little expression with her. So let me just aim her head just a little bit. And it looks great. So now we got her ready. I'm gonna actually get her some stuff out so that way we can do some size comparisons. And now for some comparisons, I want to compare her off to some other 01 stuff. So here she is next to 01 himself. So you can definitely see like the difference like in between size, and just, you know, she is a little bit shorter as expected. Yeah, so pretty much the only difference is the height, and of course this is the final form, this is the base form, but you can see what I'm talking about when I say like it's just a upgraded design from the actual base form of Rising Hopper, which I appreciate that. So, you know, it's a good looking form, I like it. And then here is her next to herself, actually, in her Humagear form. And yeah, she does increase in height just a little bit, which, you know, the scale is pretty good on that one, so I'm okay with it. It looks good. But yeah, like I said, you can use this as a regular 02. It's just that when you get to scale and size, it's gonna kind of throw things off a little bit. So like for an example here, speaking of final forms, here is Cyclone Joker Extreme Memory. So as you can see, that's the height difference you would kind of have to worry about, but you can do camera checks, kind of play with it a little bit. And then just for another SHF, here she is next to 2 Kaiser, excuse me. So yeah, 01, 02, and 2 Kaiser. Moving on to some Lightning Collection. Here she is next to Street Fighter Kamen. And here she is next to Dino Charge Pink. Fix your legs, fix the feet. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright. Actually, while we're at it, let's just do this. So here's Sabula. Kamen Rider Jane. And here is Aguilera. So then this is the lineup of the female writers that showed up for the special. Oh, I gotta get a Kamen Rider Poppy now that I think about it. So, but you know, you get the idea. They look nice together. So let's get them out real quick. For some other lines, here she is next to Tia and Tina from the Fortnite Victory Royale series. Really hope I got that right. And then here's some Marvel Legends. Here she is next to Mr. Negative. And then for an oddball, I'm going to compare her to the Hell Witch. Which definitely increases in height. Which she won't stand, oh god. And then for Star Wars Black Series, here she is next to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Other than that, that's pretty much it for this one. This is of Kamen Rider 02, the Izu version. Like I said, I'm not sure if they're going to make an Izu, I mean, it's not an Izu, a 01, a 02. There's so many numbers involved in this. Anyway, I don't know if they're going to make another 02 as a regular Aruto version. But for, like I said, for the time being, this figure is still good. It's just, you can still use this as a, like, Aruto 02. It's just scaling when you're playing, when you, like, have it side by side to other male riders. So, she will be a little bit on the small side, but it can pass off. But, you know, she looks great. I love the suit design. I like the figure. And I love Izu as a character, so I'm glad we get to see more of her and get some more merch. But other than that, that'll do it for this one. You guys take it easy. Have a good one. I will see y'all on the next video. Thanks for watching the content.